Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Team Eagle. Thank you for joining us today. Hey, Josephine. I see you. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Evelyn. I see you. Hey, Viv's on the line. RTC 6513W is on the line with us. If you'd like us to know who you are, you can just put your name in the change your name with the three dots. If you click on your square, you just Mary, you were talking about Calgon. What about Hollywood Squares? You remember that game, Hollywood Squares? We feel like we're all in Hollywood Squares, right? Click your square, and then there's the three dots, and you can rename your default name, whatever that is. All right. So today I'm not Team Eagle Lionel Burks. I'm Angela. So I can just change that for today only. Sorry, Michelle, that I I threw you by getting into the host today. I should have. You
Oh
can always
no,
default to host if you want. I didn't think about it. I'm like, oh, I got a host
no, I was
today.
trying to get in and I don't know what was going on. I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's why I sent you the message. I'm just like, okay,
Yeah, yeah. So glad to have you here.
thank you,
Wonderful, wonderful.
ma'am.
We're going to get this thing on a schedule. So when Michelle's the host, or Angela's the host, or Josephine's the host, or Mary's the host, or whoever's the host, we're going to get it all straightened out. So we'll know who's going to be on first. Who's on first? That's another one, Mary.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
who's on first? Was it Abbott and Costello or somebody?
yeah.
I can't remember. Oh God, I'm really dating
Okay,
myself.
that's older than us, but we remember it. We remember the old people telling us about it, right?
Right. Right. So, welcome to Team Eagle training call today. We're using this call to just get acquainted with one another, and just have an opportunity to see each other when we don't. I hear voices, so if I close my eyes and you speak, I can pretty much tell who you are, especially if you're a leader. But we very seldom get to see each other right now because of the pandemic face to face. So, this is just a wonderful platform, as well as getting to see and getting to learn one another and get acquainted with one another. We get to share screens. We get to show and tell. I love show and tell. Show me how to do it. Show me where it is. Hand, is that a question or is that a me too?
Yes, it's a question. I think
Okay,
you
sure.
answered, yeah, I think you answered this for me one time. There is no way to schedule, oh, how do I want to say it? Create groups in Google Voice to send future text messages. I mean, I know how to, I just do it, but I do it every time I want to send them. Does that make sense what I'm asking?
Yeah, I'm wondering because I haven't done it that way, but I'm wondering because I either use with the voice, I just do it one by one to
Maybe something you
personalize it.
could, for future.
Right.
I tried to Google search it and I couldn't figure it out if there was a way. Somebody else told me there wasn't that used it a long time. But like in Gmail, how you already have, like I have my groups at all my first level,
Right.
second level. I'd love
That
to
was
do that.
That was what I was going to suggest. If you already have groups that you use in
Mhm.
Gmail, that when you put that the two, you put the group name, perhaps they would all come. I've never
I
done that. I have
I
to.
think I tried that, but let
You
me try
didn't.
again.
Hmm.
Because that would be so much easier.
It would, but you
And I
can't
know you can only do,
personalize.
yeah, I know you can
That's
only do like 7 or 8, but you could even in a text. So I know you could even create little groups, littler groups
right,
like that.
right,
Because
right.
sometimes you only want to send it to your most active BCs. Like if you're going, hey, jump
Sure.
on this call now, because if you're
Hmm.
sending it to some people are just going to get annoyed because they're not
Yeah.
getting on anything,
Yeah. If you set it up once, then you just have to remember what that group is. I'm not sure if you
Right.
do it in Google Voice and you set it up that way. Can you give it a name after that? But you can text a couple of people at once. Yeah.
Right.
And once it's set, you just go back and text again. The only thing about it, you can't personalize. So if you were doing it for your
Right.
team, that'd be great. I wouldn't recommend doing it for leads.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
start talking to each other on the text sometimes. So
Exactly.
it's more just
Exactly.
to do like for this call.
Yeah,
Like
for your
I just did
leaders
it.
or yeah, for your BCs, yeah, your
Right.
close knit
Well, how
people.
does Lionel do it for or whoever does it for on his Tuesday night? You get that text
I
message.
think he does it through his phone service.
Okay.
Yeah, and he has it set up. And again, when he texts, it goes out to everyone that's on the
Okay.
text. If somebody replies, we all get the reply. Been there,
Oh, I
done
know
that
there
too,
was
right?
there was one just the other day when we were all saying about nobody being on the call. I think somebody just popped in yesterday and says, no, it's not working. I'm like, that was
Oh,
like a
okay.
week and a half ago. I don't
I know,
know.
right?
They-
Weird stuff. So that's why I kind of shy away from group text because it can get kind of
Right.
hairy there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I started a thing that if I have it created for like different calls, I just go back, but I'll say, remember, this is a group text. So,
Hmm, hmm,
because
hmm, hmm.
you don't want personal stuff being
Right.
shared.
Right. Now, that kind of leads me to another thing, and we're just having a chat here today. You have any questions, let us know what your questions are. But sometimes we have a lot of little loose ends we need to tie up because we've heard something on the call, we started something in one of our Zoom sessions, and then we're just kind of tying it up. But with the app, right? We talked about the app a couple of weeks ago. Isn't there a way to that is a texting app, right? We can text our leads in there. I still haven't played with it like I should, but that's a way that you can text your leads. I'm not sure if you can do your team that way as well if you have them in there, but it's probably a one-off.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
just it's
it's
just
one-off.
one at a time, and it's
Okay.
it's a little time consuming.
Is it?
Yeah, so it wouldn't work. That
So
would be nice
knowing
though.
knowing what you know with the app and what you know with Gmail, is there one that would be easier, not to say not to use the app, but just if you're going to do the texting and all of that, is it easier a little bit to
Personally,
do it
personally,
Gmail?
my Google Voice.
Okay, okay, very good. But I
I
do
mean, I'm
use,
trying to use the app, but
right?
can I just be honest? I'm falling
Sure.
away to my other. I am like as a lead pops in there for whatever reason to
Hmm.
text them from that. But if they're not already in there, I'm not adding them. But I use APSS too, and there's a mobile app for Ameriplan Success System. There's a mobile
Sure.
app for that, so you can text from there. All things said, I still go back to Gmail. It's just
Okay.
so much easier for me. I mean, my Google Voice.
Right. Right. Okay. So there are
I,
three ways we're talking about texting, right? The
yeah,
app, Ameriplan Success System, and then your own personal Gmail or your phone or however you want to do that. So there are three ways that we have that we can actually communicate via text with our apps. I mean, with our leads. My experience has been, and leaders and whomever else, you can chime in on this too. When you text a new lead, you'd also have to follow up and email them. That's what I do because and even with the text I make it personal. I don't do like group texts as we just
mhm.
mentioned. I don't do a group text, but I want it to be personal, so this person says, okay, wait a minute, this person knows my name, my first and last name, right? So that kind of
Always
gets their attention. And then if they don't reply back, and then of course I'll email and say, hey, just trying to reach you, blah blah blah, and give them a voice call too. So that's usually my process to do that. Yes, Mary.
the reason I like Google Voice, and tell people this all the time, is I love if I go to text a prospect and I can go back and say, oh my gosh, I've been texting with her. First time was in 2016. I may not remember too much else about it, but
Yeah.
it's like, wow, we've been in contact a long time.
Yeah.
And that's because it's on my laptop. On my phone, I can't keep anything. I like to keep my phone clean, but if I'm on my laptop, wow,
Mhm.
it's so easy.
It
I
is.
still recommend Google Voice to everybody. Lots of good reasons to use it.
And
So,
you can call your leads from Google Voice as well. Instead
yep,
of using your personal cell phone number,
yep.
I use that number, that 224-419 number. I call my leads from that number. I put my headsets on and I pull up Google Voice and I can call them right there. Just like I'm talking to
Right.
you, I can talk to them on the other line.
Plus, the nice thing about it is when you have the app on your phone, when it rings, you know if it's your personal phone or it's Google Voice. I didn't do that in the first couple of years. I used Google Voice, and I'd be like, so when I would get these calls, I didn't know who it was, and then I was calling them
Exactly.
back from my own number.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all on the same phone, but it tells me, oh, this is really, because I'll say to my husband, no, no, it's not a scam call. This is really somebody calling me back,
Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
so
Right. Yeah. 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 That's a good way to distinguish it too. Um, when it rings you on your personal cell phone, and if you have it set up to where you need to know if it's a Google Voice or a personal call, then when you flip that switch in the settings, and it says it's going to it's going to show your Google Voice number. So it doesn't show you the leads number. It just shows you
right.
this is a call from Google Voice. So that's the
Yeah.
only downside about it, is that you see your Google Voice number ringing your phone and it says, oh, this is a number from your Google Voice. You don't know who it is on the other side till you say hello. So that's
I know actually when mine does it, it says if it's somebody that's in, mine comes up with their name.
With their
I don't know
name
how
from,
who it's from.
okay.
Because
Mine
sometimes
comes up
I'll
as Google
answer,
Voice, like my
yeah, on
Google
my
Voice
Google
number.
Voice, when it rings, it will say who it's from. Sometimes it won't even, the name won't match the person. I'll say, do you know your phone's coming up world something, something, and they'll go,
Hmm.
what? But a
Yeah,
lot of times it does match, and that's how I'll know that that is a prospect that I called earlier. So I
there
don't
you
know
go.
what I have different. It's Angela, because I don't know what I would have
Well,
done to make
mine
that
doesn't
work.
filter all the way through because you can
Uh,
integrate Google Voice with your cell phone, fully integrated. I don't.
okay,
I have the
okay.
app, the Google Voice app, and then my cell phone service is I didn't integrate the two. I keep them separate. So maybe
Mine
that's
are,
why. Yeah.
I think mine are separate too. I'd show you one, but I don't know how huh,
Yeah,
anyway.
there's a way to integrate it. So if you're using your Google Voice number, you can say use this as the default, and it kind of it message, like if someone leaves you
Oh,
a voice message, it leaves it
oh,
on your cell phone voicemail and not the Google voicemail. It merges it
okay,
all the way through. But I don't do that. I just keep it separate. It
okay.
gets a little hairy right in that middle part, and I just keep my Google Voice over here and my cell phone over here. Yeah, just kind of different.
Yeah, that's how I have mine. And like when I open my Google Voice, I can't show you, but when
Let's
I open
see.
my Google Voice, it shows me if my phone rang, I have a message, or I could hit voicemails, and I'll see the ones, and they'll actually be on my Google Voice.
Let's see.
So I don't
I'm
know. I
curious
must have
about
done.
that. Go ahead and show it again. Let me see if I can
Well, I don't
and
know if you
see it.
can see.
Put it
I
up
don't
to
know.
your.
I don't know if I'm showing you. Can you see the bottom?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I have. Yeah. That's how it looks on your cell phone. Yeah,
But
everybody.
when it
So if,
rings, I'll watch. But when it rings, I'll get a name on there of who's
okay,
calling me. And
okay.
I don't have it turned on that they have to announce themselves, but I have it
Right.
turned on that, yes, I do have it turned on. It says, do you want to accept this call? And I have to hit one, or they have
Okay.
to say who it is, and then I
Yeah,
have to
you
hit
got a
one.
screener on it. I don't do all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's probably, and they improve it
That's
over
why though.
time. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why I get the name. And I think I did that because it kind of helped me know if it was somebody I called them or ago, I want to talk to them,
Yep.
that kind of thing.
Yep.
So I get
Gotcha.
you.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
don't
And
like the screen, but I only did it for that reason, I think.
yeah, some people get leery when you call a
Yes.
number and they say, "Please announce yourself," and we'll try to get in contact with. That's what it says. Some people are like, I don't. That doesn't sound right. I'll hang up, and I just let it ring through. Just take my chances. Who's on the other end? If it's my cell phone number, my Google number. Okay. Anybody else use Google Voice? Do you use anything else other than your cell phone number? We kind of talked about, privacy and putting your personal cell phone number out there in internet land. Are there any other options? That's not the only option that we could use for our business line, but if you needed a separate number for your business, so you won't have to put your personal phone number all over all these ads and things like that, there may be other options out there. Anyone else have any other options? Or do you just use your cell phone number?
I just use my cell phone number, but I've been
Okay.
toying with this for a while.
Yeah.
And I really think I'm going to Google, um, to a Google number. My the cheapskate in me has not allowed me to do that yet because I still got business cards.
Okay.
So, you know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it'll happen probably this year. But
Okay. I think if you're using your Google number, you can still use your
Okay, they would call
cards.
the, yeah,
Yeah,
they would
it's
just be
still going to
calling
ring
that
your
number.
personal cell phone number until you use them up. When you set up your
Yeah,
Google Voice number, it's just a VoIP, a voice over internet
right,
protocol number,
yeah,
right? So it has to have something to attach to and forward to. So you have your Google Voice number that's out there that will ring your cell phone, and your cards out there that will send people to your cell phone. So you won't be losing anything if you wanted to take that leap. So
it would eventually phase out that, all those cards would be out there and you'd call. I still use my personal number every once in a while randomly and don't
yeah,
realize it.
right. Yeah.
I just wean them back over to my work number. Like,
Hmm.
oh, call
Hmm.
me on this number.
Sure.
yeah. Oh,
And your
here's a
work,
better number to reach me.
yeah.
Yes, 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 that's what I do.
Okay.
And put that number in your emails as well. And, kind of whatever marketing material you have.
because when you use the Ameriplan mobile app, the text messages, but Julie, I know you might be using that, but if you
Mm.
use that, the text messages are going to show that from your regular cell. But I just say in the message, the best number to reach me at is my work number, and I take it either way, and then just get them to the right number.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
I see you, Michelle. Thank you. Yep. Okay. All right. That's Google Voice. Kind of fire hose you with that little uh, quick little tip, right? If anyone's interested in learning more about Google Voice, then please get with your sponsor or let us know, and we can help you get set up. It's free. All you need is a Gmail account, and you just pick a number. You can choose your area code, whatever. It gives you a lot of flexibility. Okay. All right. We also talked about last time. We talked about yet another mail merge. And I was saying to you that it gives you 50 emails that you can send a day in a bulk, right? One Gmail template, you've got 50 leads that you want to email, put them together with the yet another mail merge app. It'll email them like within 10 seconds or so, 20, 30 seconds. And you can see who's opened and who has not. And then I said I had a reference code to, if you signed up with the reference code, it would give you an additional 50. So you'd have 100 people you can email. That's your limit a day. And I have searched and searched and searched the world over, and they have discontinued that referral program. So I wanted to bring that back because I know some of you were expecting me to email you with that. At the time when we did it that first time around, we were training on it. We did have the referral code, and some of the BCs were able to get that extra 50 quota, but they've discontinued. I even tried to use the old link that I had. I was going to send it out to you guys, but when I clicked it, it said the page just went blank. So it's not even a service anymore. So I apologize for that, getting your hopes up about that. But, again, 50 emails a day, that's not a bad deal, right? And when you can do them at once. So what we're doing, those of you that remember focal point, we're just kind of making our own personal little focal point, kind of, in our own little account that we get to keep forever and ever and ever, that we don't pay for. All of this, the things that I try to bring to the table are resources to make your job easier, but don't cost you much at all, right? So that's what we try to do. Okay. All right. Can I give you another, unless there's a question about that, I want to show you another tip, or I don't know if you ever have an occasion where you need a personalized URL for something that you have set up that you want people to see. Say, for example, the latest promote. Where can we can find the latest promotions on our Team Eagle training site. We can also find them on the Ameriplan site. Where is it? The back office for sure, right? But where do you send out when there's a promotion? Where do you send that information? Where do you post it? Do you just send it out and email it to everyone?
I do an email blast through Ameriplan Success System, and I
Okay.
post it on Facebook. I create my own PZAP image, or you could use Canva.
Let me, I'll show you one more thing because it's kind of a tech call to have a place where you can just house, it's like almost like uh, I would call it like an online business card, or you can click this link and it'll show you what the recent promotion is. So people can click a link instead of you emailing. Would that be cool to show you? Okay, let me show you this. It's another little ancient Chinese secret that I love. If you have a Gmail account, we talked about all these wonderful places here. I just like kind of throwing tips out there to you, right? So in your Google account, I'm signed into my Ameriplan Gmail account. You're not going to find it here, but you have apps here that are included with your Gmail account, right? You have all of these apps that are available, and you even have more if you go to the more marketplace. Not that. I don't want that one. I want the other one.
Hey, Angela, can you tell me how do we do that again? We're like, our images are over what you're scrolling through, so I can't see it. How do
Uh,
I fix
take
that?
your, yeah, just take your and grab the images and move them over to the side.
Oh, okay,
Click on
thank
it
you.
and hold it and move it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So some of the apps here you can get to through your, I call it the waffle. It's the apps launcher. And there's a place here that's called one of the apps. It doesn't show on the launcher. So you'll have to get to it by going to sites.google.com. So what this app is, it's really a website. It's really a website. It's a website builder. But let's see. I want to go to template gallery here. And let me just show you just a quick way to just have a home for your, let me pick a template here, small business template. I'm just looking around. You can pick any template, that one or this one, whatever you want. But this is a easy website builder because they're using this in the elementary schools with the kids. The teachers are using. So it's simple, it's straightforward, right? It's not a lot of frills, but you can actually use this to put like the most recent promotion, right? Put your name, your contact information, and here's our recent promotion. If you want some more information, then you can contact me, right? Just a one page, real quick and easy. You can change the background, and you can upload just the promo flyer. Let me see if I can do this real quick. What time do we have? You have time to just kind of work with me on this for a minute? So let's do this. Let's go to Team Eagle. Let's get the flyer. This is exactly what you would do. Go to the promotion site or the Team Eagle training site. Let's get the most recent promotion here. Okay. April showers. Download. Okay. Here's the image here. Will it let me save it to, if you go to your back office, you can actually do, I think I can do save image as, let me see, because yeah, actually need to get the download. AP April promo. Put that in my downloads folder, save it. Okay, let me do, because I already got it there. No, let's do promo 2. I didn't know I had it there. I think I put it there when I built the website. Okay, when I uploaded the website. Okay, so we've got that downloaded. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to say, what is let me say Angela Valentine. And I'll say, and you can say whatever you want. Uh, I wouldn't even put a merit plan on it.
Shouldn't that say
It's,
MVP?
it said NSD. Why do they keep doing that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Discount health. Let me just say what I am. I'm benefits consultant. Let's say benefits, healthcare benefits consultant. Like I said, you can say whatever you want here. I can change the background. Let me change my image. Let me upload a image. I don't want to upload that one. Let me go to Pexels. Let's just do this full out, right? Let me find a nice medical. I like the teddy bear, right? Free download, show you how this works if you need to get a free image from somewhere, right? I like the small ones because they're not very large to load and they're fine for anything that's on the website. I'll go back here. I'm going to change this image, upload it now that I've got it downloaded. Move. There it is. Open. Okay, now that's my background, right? And say I wanted to, if you wanted to schedule, need to speak, okay. Need a discount health can't see it, health care plan. Let's chat. And then I can have, there's a button already built in, so a lot of the stuff you don't have to do. Schedule a call. Let me see. I'll just put my number on here. 224-419. Oops. 4393. Update. All right. And now I want to say, all I want to do is this is a place for the recent, our, let's see, our current promotion or our April promotion, whatever you want to call it, our April APRIL promotion. Okay. And then all I want to do is just put the image here. So I'm going to delete this. These are just section blocks. They're just huge section blocks. You can put anything you want to in the section blocks. I'm going to go over here to the insert menu and insert an image. I'm going to upload that image. This is the image I want to upload. Open. And it puts it right there. You can make it as huge as I want. Position it. Pull it down so you can see the whole thing.
Hey, but that was kind of cool how you had it cut off right under the no registration fee, because then they don't see your bonus, but
Say that
then
again.
they don't also see that it's that amount per month. So I don't know.
Yeah. You can cut, you can trim it, crop it, whatever way you'd like, right? If you don't want, you only want the, yeah, because this would be for our prospects, right? So let's trim it.
Because I guess they would probably just assume that that's all they're going to pay a month
Right.
to.
You're right. Right.
Yeah,
I
that's
wasn't
like,
even looking at that. Like right here, right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. And then even in the footer, you could say for more info, please visit, and then your www.savewithdiscount. That's our thing, right? Our discount healthcare dot. I think it's we put our thing on the front. ADV dot save with discount healthcare. Is that what it is? I have to always type it in. Save.
Yeah, there's no WW, it's just,
That one, yeah, it's ADV save with, mine is because I got have my initials on the front, save with discounthealthcare.com. Okay. ADV. Let me take that off. Save with discounthealthcare.com. Okay. Simple, right? And now you just got to place, and these are extra pages. I don't need these pages. I'm going to delete all this. Delete. I just want the one home page just to show. Delete. Delete here. Delete. All right. Let me
Can you
preview
just,
it. Mhm.
I mean, that looks really neat, but it would take me a lot to be able to get there. But can you just walk back? How do you get to that to be able to use it? I could play around with creating, but how to it?
Okay. So
I kind of wrote it
it's
down,
a,
but I think I
yeah,
lost something in the
it's a
translation.
Google, because most of the apps in Google you can find here, but Google Sites is not one of them that you can find here. They used to have it here, but that's, anytime you want to
Okay.
find your apps, you can go here, but it's not there. So because it's not there, then you can go to sites.google.com and it'll take you to your dashboard, or you can just, search for Google Sites and it'll give you
Yeah,
the
I
link,
got there,
Google
and then
Sites.
was there, you said you were on a template gallery.
Yes.
So
Then there's there's templates for Word, there's templates for Excel, there's all kinds of templates. So this is a site template, a website
okay.
template, right? You just pick one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll open up and you just start, adding your information. And it's really just kind of click and,
So
upload.
how do you keep that you go back and every month you could change that to the new promotion? Where are you going to find that? Does that make sense?
So the next time, what do you mean? How do I
Like,
change
okay,
it from
after
month to
you've
month?
okay, so what's the link you would be giving people to get directly to that?
So that's the next step.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put, once I get it I'm showing you how to preview it.
Okay.
And it'll show you how these pages are mobile responsive. So this is how it would look on a phone.
Okay.
This is how it would look on a tablet. I just kind of give it a look over before I publish. This is how it would look on a laptop or desktop. Okay, looks kind of cool. So I'm okay with everything because I just want it. It's like a online business card or a contact card or something. Published to the web. I will call health care discount plan. That's 2021. I'll keep going until it tells me I can have that URL. So it asked me to name it, and I'm going to name it here, Angela Valentine, NSD, whatever you want to name your, put a name up there at the top, and then you publish it. Publish again, everything looks good. Then I can go here and I can view published site. So here's the URL, sites.google.com, view, and then that name that I gave it, that healthcare discount plan 2021, that's what it is. So this is the link that if you wanted to put it in your email, say, check out our recent promotions or whatever, you know, contact me, right? Whatever you want to say with this, and it leads them right here. Then you've got your name, you've got the number where you can be, and this is the current promotion. For more information, go to Save with Discount Healthcare, right? So just another tool, just one-stop shop kind of deal. And if you wanted to customize this, and I'm not saying you have to use this, I'm just giving you more tools to use. If you want to, if you don't have a, if you have a domain, you can use your domain. If you don't have a domain, you can use a bit.ly. Have you ever used a bit.ly? Has anyone ever used a bit.ly? It's like a tiny URL. We use them in AmeriPlan. Anyone ever used a bit.ly? Yes, no, can't see you.
I haven't used it, but I did hear about it. I remember checking it out, but I actually never used it.
Okay, so bit.ly, okay, so here, the reason I like bit.ly over like a tiny URL or something else, a URL shortener, it lets you customize it, right? So this is a free account. Sign up for bit.ly.com. Sign up. I'm going to use my, I want the free account. I want the free one because I just use it, you know, limited. They're always going to try to upsell you. Let's see. I want to. All right, I'm going to just use my Google account because it's easy for me to do it that way and not have to put a password in. Create a new. Okay, now here's the bit.ly. Now this is how I use it. When I have places that I want people to go and I'm sending them back like kind of on a regular basis, you want to schedule an appointment, you want to do this, you want to do whatever. I've got a link that's customized for it. So here's what I do. Watch me very carefully. I've got the, where's my website tab? Okay, here's the real link, right? The Google link. And then I'm going to go to my bit.ly. I'm going to create a new, like a shortcut link. So it says create, and then you'll have to go to link. It says, what's the link you want to create for? Okay, I pasted it there. And it happened real quick, but it's telling me, here's your customized bit.ly link. I'm like, that's okay, cool, but I don't like that one either. So I'm going to go and say, contact, I don't know, what do you want to call this link? Contact Angela AP. I don't know. I'm just making this up, you guys, okay? Whatever you're going to, that's the link that you're going to use that's going to be sitting on that site, right? So that's what I'm going to call it. And bit.lys are case sensitive. All right. I'm going to enter it and it's going to tell me if someone else, because everybody in the world uses these bit.lys. It has to be unique. Let's see. Does someone else have it? Or does it say it's been edited? I think it kept it. All right. Because it didn't give me an arrow. Now, when I click this bit.ly link, guess what it's going to do? It's going to pull up my site. So now you say, okay, contact me in your Gmail. Let's go to Gmail. I'm going to go to the waffle and go to your Gmail, however you get there. And say, now I want to go here and compose a new message. Compose a new message. It's slow today. Compose a new message. And say I want to put it in my signature, right? So you just put that bit.ly for more info I've got a domain, but if you wanted to say for more info or to see, let's see this month's promotion or save with this, whatever you want to put there. So I'll put bit.ly dot, what was it? Contact Angela AP. And I just link it. And there you have a link to your site with
Wow,
the current promotion. And you
I
just go ahead
love
and
it.
change it out once, and it's sitting right there. So if you're talking to someone about promotions, you want them to see what the details are, just say, hey, check out this month's promotion. And if
That
you want
is
to get
awesome.
started, you want to
You're
get
gonna make
started,
us
just click
look
here.
so professional.
I
I
know,
love
right?
it. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
Listen, here's the cool thing about that too. There's no hosting on it. The bit.ly was free. So what have you paid? Absolutely nothing for this one page, thing. And I have my contact, if you have your, like, put your contact, your phone number, whatever, just like a digital business card. It's a place online where you give people, like, whatever information you want them to have without you having to send out, you know, attach an email, do a, whatever. So that's just another tool. It's there. I like people to know what's there in their Google accounts, right? So Google Sites changes the ball game as far as just being a place where you can house, I call it my digital business card. So you can text it to someone. Like if I text that to you and then it comes up, remember it's what you call it? It's responsive. So you can text that, hey, check out this month's promotion. Text that bit.ly, bam, it's there. It's
Um,
another tool, I know, but you don't have to use it, but it's just another tool, right? We've got a
uh,
lot of stuff we use. Yes, ma'am.
I got a question. I didn't get everything you were saying because my doctor's office called me and I needed to kind of get into that call right quick.
Hmm.
So I kind of missed some stuff that you were saying. Now, this is recorded, so I could go back and listen to it on the
Yes,
teams.
this is recorded. We'll have to post it, yeah, where you can go back and listen to it. So,
Okay, great,
yeah,
great.
stay tuned
Okay,
for updates as to where we're going to put this. But yeah,
yeah, that bitless stuff was pretty cool, but I
yeah,
all went over my head.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, great, thanks.
Yeah, and that's what these calls are for. If we want to come back again and say, "Can you show us one more time?" And I tried this. So, what in my dream world, I would love for this to be a place where we go and we actually try it, even if you don't use it. Just try the tech tip, right? And then if you have a question about it, bring it back to the next call. We'll look at it and we'll work it out together. I want this to be a hands-on meeting. I don't want it to be where we just throwing stuff around and you may get it or not, but this is our working meeting where we all kind of work the kinks out for us, right? That's what
So
I'd
what
like
was
for
the
this to be.
purpose of doing this? Because I miss as an idea when I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to do this, and you were doing the promotions.
Yeah.
What was the purpose of this? Was this advertising on Google, or not, or what?
So I preface this as a digital business card.
Okay,
It's just like a contact place. It's just a short and simple place where you can, because I asked, what do you do when the new promotions come out? What do you
okay,
send people to say, hey, we got a new promotion,
okay.
right? What do you use? You may use something else. This is just a suggestion because we got a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff, right? We
Right,
do have a lot of stuff to manage. So I'm not recommending that you use this, but if
right.
you did need a place, you could
Mm-hmm.
just text something and say, hey, we got a new promotion. You can get in for 10 bucks. And remember this business I've been telling you about? Let me
Mm-hmm.
show you the flyer and you can click and get started, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a quick way that costs you no money. It just
Mm-hmm.
costs you a little bit in learning, how to set
Mm-hmm.
it up, but it's just an extra tool and it's responsive. I like it too because it's responsive to all devices, mobile devices, tablets, you know. So I like to just show you things that we don't normally know about. And if it's sitting there, it can enhance your business and it's up to you if you'd like to use it. Does that make sense?
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I like is what you just said too. Where'd you go? Are you on the
I'm still
screen?
here. I see you.
Okay. Oh, there you are. What I liked is what you said that we should all, that's what I did the last couple of times when you gave us something, try it so that we can ask you the next time.
Yep.
And you know what? I've been wanting to say this on the Team Eagle call, but there's never an opportunity. So I'm just going to say it because I probably said it to you already. this is such a casual call. And what I mean by that is we're comfortable asking you and you
Yeah,
explain it so well. Sometimes there's things like this, people are afraid to get on because like, oh, I don't know enough. Well, you don't have to know anything. You don't even have to say anything.
exactly.
And you
Exactly.
should never feel like afraid to ask because if
Exactly.
you want to use it, I mean, I'm the one that asks probably the craziest questions because
No, you ask very good questions and you give other
I
people courage to ask. So
but
that's great.
that's how I want people to know is come to the call because it is that you're going to hear stuff that you think I'll never use it. And like this, wow, this is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I see Josephine shaking her head and Julie and Evelyn and everybody else out there. So yes.
I love cool stuff, and
Yeah.
it's again, it's there and it's a tool you could use for, put, like I said, if you don't nothing else, put it in your signature and people can see the promo of the month, or whatever, or just send it out and say, here's a new promo, click here, whatever, yeah. Just an option, just an option. Some
Well,
people
we've
get
all
overwhelmed because we've got so much stuff and, oh, there's something else we can no, you don't have to, use the easiest thing for you, and we just like to give you what those options are.
Yeah, that's the way to talk about this call. It's tools to make your business easier. And to be honest, there's been some stuff that I thought, well, I use APSS. So what you
Mhm,
guys were covering last week, I may not use, but if somebody on my team isn't, that was a great, I think it was last week with the mail merge.
mhm,
That's awesome,
mhm,
but you're
mhm,
going to find something each week that is going to work for
mhm.
you. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Make it fun, make it easy, and we're learning because here's the other thing that's my pet peeve. If we don't use these technologies, we're going to get far behind. If there are new ways to kind of put things out there and just try it and like, oh, okay, I built a little site and did a bitly. Well, you might want to do a bitly for something else that's totally unrelated to what I showed you, right? But you know how to do a bitly for it, right? So it's just, just stuff to use and try. If it's not going to cost you anything, then why not, and then apply it to other areas, apply it to where it's most applicable for you.
Angela,
Yes, ma'am.
thanks so much for the Bitly thing. I've used Bitly for years, but I
Yeah.
never knew I could edit the URL.
Get
Never
out.
ever knew that. It's so cool.
Oh, that's my favorite part about it, right?
I
Because you
mean,
can
I've used it all the
customize it.
time, but I had
Yeah,
no idea.
I love it because you can customize it. And it's easy for me to remember and type or chat, all of that. So yeah.
Right. Love
Mhm.
it.
I've got Bitly's for Zoom, like Angie's Zoom room. I got a Bitly for it. And you click the Bitly, I'm right there. I don't have to remember, oh, what's the passcode? Oh, what's the,
Great
yeah.
idea.
I use Bitly's forever.
I love hearing that from Debbie because Debbie's like on how to stuff. So she, you taught her something. It's like, woo. The other
I
thing is,
love it.
people have to remember, don't get on and think every week, everything you cover is they're going to use because they're going to implement all these things and then not use them. Pick the stuff that you like. I'm excited. I'm really going to use this, but only certain times during a
Exactly.
promotion that's going to be different or unique than what because we got a million links to give them,
Yep. Yep.
things to share. But there's certain times you want something different.
Yep.
So that's when you use these tools.
Yep.
Hi, Angela. Hey,
Hi.
this is Roxanne. I just want to say
Hey,
thank you as
Roxanne.
well.
You're welcome.
I got in on the after half an hour. I had a couple of prospects on the phone. So
Okay.
anyway, but I missed the first part, and I'm excited to learn. I always like to learn new things. So
Sure.
I'm gonna look forward to seeing that recording, so I can go
Okay.
back and start over and get all the notes and go start from the beginning and try this
Okay.
out because this is great. This is fabulous. I'm just amazed at all the things that we got out there that we don't know about.
Yeah.
And we thank you
Right.
for sharing.
Right.
Okay.
Especially if they're free. Like I said, if they're free, and it's a quality deal, right? I don't, some of these one-offs and apps and stuff I don't deal with because they're here today and gone tomorrow. But if it's something attached to Google, I'm like, this is going to be around, and I could see myself using it in certain ways. Yeah.
And
So I try to bring in that
yeah,
quality content. Yeah.
it's so wild because I didn't like Google at first, but now
Oh,
that I see that Google does so many
oh
things,
boy.
I was happy to start getting several Google
There you go.
accounts.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'll make a believer out of you because they made a believer out of me for sure.
Thank you.
And if this is the stuff they're using in it, like I said, I'm a Google for Education certified trainer. So I help the teachers in the school system implement technology in the classroom with the kids, and Google is their main platform. So if it's
Wow.
easy enough for them
Okay.
and we can use it, there's Google for Business, there's a lot of stuff, then I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it.
Great.
Do
I'm
we have
bringing
the
it.
Google Trainer free? See, another
Yes,
free
you
thing. We
do.
got two free, except for our gratitude. So
Absolutely right. I love technology and I love sharing my knowledge and I love people that love learning it. So I'll keep bringing it, right? Yeah,
All
definitely.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So I will see about getting this link posted. I got to find somewhere on the training site or YouTube or somewhere to put it. That does take a little bit of work behind the scenes. When I have the bandwidth to do it, then I will get it uploaded. So give me till next week. I'll let you know. I'll see how soon I can get it done. Okay.
Okay.
Just doing one of these one-page things and adding the extra link each week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good thought. That's a good
Mhm.
thought. Hmm.
Awesome.
Okay. Just have training links on our site, right? Yep.
well, there you go.
Yep.
That's
Did
a thought,
everybody
isn't it?
notice that Angela moved to Colorado from the background in her image?
See?
She went from Chicago to Colorado and it matches her shirt.
I was wondering about that background.
Uh-huh. Ain't your Chinese secret. You should have been on early.
Oh my goodness.
We may be in Hawaii next week.
I know, right?
Oh, I
Hello.
love it.
Well, this has been fun today, guys. And that's what we want to do. We want to keep it fun and relax. I appreciate you saying that, Mary, because that's my goal. Just to come on here. I don't like to try to do stuff all formal. We just come and share tips. We learn things. And, because technology in and of itself and life in and of itself is stressful enough. Let's just come and have fun and just learn something along the way.
I needed it.
Hey, Angela,
Okay. Yeah.
weren't you supposed to was you sending us something, emailing us something from last training, remember?
The referral link.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I did
Oh,
check on that and it is no
okay.
longer available. I
Okay.
searched the world
Thank you.
over and they were doing it, I guess, when they were launching the app to get more people on. And I guess now that they have enough, the link that I even had, I found it from last year and I clicked it to see if it was still valid and it just pulls up a blank page. So I'm so sorry. Yeah,
No
but you can
problem.
still do the 50. You can still do the 50, every day, 50 a day.
So
It's just,
if I got a question about something, Angela, how can I reach you?
you're gonna have to just give me a call. You can reach me on Team Eagle because those when you request something on that little thing at the
Mhm.
bottom, it comes to me and it comes to Lina. We both get a copy. So whoever responds, it's if it's a question for me or something, I will respond. You have my
Oh,
email, apinfo request at Gmail,
okay.
my
When I
number.
went, okay, when you mentioned about requesting to get notification about the power hour,
Hmm.
and that you had to go on the Team Eagle page, correct? Or down to
Yes.
the bottom. I went down to the bottom and I filled out some information and I got that first time I did that, I got a reminder from Lionel. Was it from Lionel or was it from you? It was from Lionel.
I'm doing the emails with the little graphic. That's from me.
I haven't gotten anything from you, but I did
Okay.
get that one email from Lionel that one
Put
time.
it in the chat real quick and I'll just add you to our distribution
Okay,
list. And
sure.
then I
Thank
just
you.
copy it from week to week. I don't, yeah.
That'll
So
make it simple. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
yep. We can avoid all that other stuff.
Okay, I'll do it just
All right.
right now. Okay,
All right. I'll wait for it.
okay.
Thanks for being a good audience today. You make it fun for me. So I appreciate it. Okay, we're done, ladies. I was going to say ladies and gentlemen, but we got to get some gentlemen on here. We're done, ladies.
All
Thank you
right.
so
Thank
much.
you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. I got it,
All
Roxanne.
right.
I'll add you. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
See you
thank
guys next
you.
week. See you
All right, have a
later. Bye,
good one.
Josephine.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
Julie.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Copy that. Okay.